Hi, it's time for I Said No Gifts. Today my guest is Yassir Lester. Delightful person, and he gave me this, so if you want to know what this is, please continue watching. Welcome to I Said No Gifts. I'm Bridger Winegar. We're here, you're here. I'm glad you're listening to the podcast rather than doing something stupid like reading or talking to a loved one or, I don't know, improving your life. This is where you need to be. You know what I thought as I came into the studio this morning is it's been a long time since I've had a lice check. Throughout public school, you're getting lice checks and then suddenly they're gone. I might have lice, so that's something that our guest will have to just deal with. Is there anything? I mean, my life is rich and full. Everyone knows my life is rich and full. Don't ask anything. I'm wearing a cute top, and I expect you to be doing the same. If you can't see it, you're obviously listening, or if you're watching it on YouTube, you get to enjoy my cute top for as long as you want. Is there anything else going on? Let me look at my business. No, just more right-wing rhetoric. Sorry. Our guest is out of control already. He's been on the show before during the, when he, we'll get into that probably, or maybe not. Maybe I'll avoid the topic. Everyone loves today's guest. I have a lot of problems with him. It's Yassir Lester.
Oh my God.
Welcome to I Said No.
Just top 3 things you hate about me right now.
Well, you're hideous.
Okay, yes. Okay.
And that's just a constant problem for me.
Yeah. No, that's understandable.
Personality. Mm-hmm. And you don't loan me money.
That is a legitimate one. The other 2, I can't do anything about. I should be giving you money.
You should be giving me money on like a weekly basis or something.
A stipend.
Yes, a stipend. Oh, to have a stipend?
I think about once a week, I'm like, what if you just had like a benefactor?
Oh, or even a controlling spouse. Truly, if the spouse can do whatever they want if I get the stipend.
Are you? Oh my God. The idea of I was on Instagram and I saw this woman who, by the way, I do, outside of the right-wing rhetoric, there's the right-wing rhetoric, kind of the same thing, am I right? Right-wing rhetoric, but it also always, if that's the tree, the branches are always kind of like weird fringe conspiracy. And so what got into my algorithm was this woman sitting at like a beautiful infinity pool.
Of course.
And she's like, the caption is something like, everyone remembers me as like the Connecticut hedge fund wife until one day I woke up and realized I was seeing demons and vampires. And that was the actual essence of everyone's soul that I had been friends with. But why are you messing your money up? 1.
Right.
But 2,
just keep the money.
Just keep the money. But 2, it was like, but you're still living the life, I think, unless that was an old video that you put the caption on. But it was interesting in the sense that I was like, oh, like everyone's so messed up that you even like Rich just used to be its own personality, but now we need a secondary
It's
personality.
Not enough at this point. You now need to become broken brain asshole.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Possessed idiot.
Yes.
So but her new take is I see demons.
She's a very rich clairvoyant.
Good for her.
I was like,
the first one.
Yeah, but that's my thing. I was like,
scammers.
They start poor and then
then they find their
becomes
way.
The money. But I was like, wow, you started with money and then was like, I also
you didn't need this new opportunity to scam people.
Yeah, no.
Wow, she's that bored. The rich are that bored at this point.
She's a clairvoyant for the love of the game, and you don't see a lot of those people.
No, that's somebody who's really in it just for the purity.
Yes, exactly.
Wow, I should get in touch with her.
Yeah. I hit a quick save on that Instagram post, so I'd be more than happy to send it to you.
And now your algorithm's going to be feeding you more of that.
Absolutely. It's that, and it's a lot of like, homemade Russian horror clips. I know this is like
this sounds good to me, actually.
It's just like people in Russia who make like these like literally like 30-second short horror films. Like, I don't know. It's really it's interesting because you're like, the internet is so terrible, but then you're like, I never would have seen this.
Right.
And like, I clearly am a huge Russian horror short version fan.
No one knows you like the internet knows you.
Right, exactly.
What are they putting in these horror videos?
It'll be like a young woman like going through a house and it's dark and it's empty. And they also, all of them do this. They put on a VHS like camcorder filter.
Oh, sure,
so
cheap.
It looks found footage. Yeah,
cheap trick.
And it's like them like, oh yeah, absolutely. It's like when you go to a barber shop and everything is leather. It's like the same where you're kind of like,
it's like, oh, so you saw this on something else.
Exactly.
And I'm not buying this.
Yes, exactly. It's just very my first barbershop. My first horror film. But it's like them looking through a house, and then like they always end with them seeing an evil version of themselves like across the room, like making a crazy face, like, and then they go and it ends.
I'm gonna get into this. I'm gonna start making these.
You know what? I saved a few, and I'm glad I did. I'm gonna send it to
They're probably making so much money.
I mean, well, here's the thing. It's like, look, far be it for me to know anything about like what's the money they spend in Russia?
The ruble.
Is it the ruble?
Now you're setting me up
rupee.
To sound like a real
Wait,
idiot.
Hold on. Is rupee India?
Yes.
Okay.
And so maybe other countries.
Okay. And
also Zelda.
What's it? Zelda's what?
In Zelda, you collect rupees.
Oh, you made the literal game. I thought you were naming a currency. That is so funny.
I am loaded. I'm drowning in Zeldas.
Yes, of course. Okay. Many ocarinas to purchase. Here's what I'll say though is, currency-wise, like, I just feel like, you know, you throw up a few horror videos on Instagram, like, that could buy you a house in Russia, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
You know, economy-wise?
Yeah,
like,
I wonder what the exchange rate is between, I mean, I can't imagine the dollar's soaring.
No.
But Russia, I'm always unclear as to what's going on. And the things I get from Russia or Eastern Europe are usually people who have 100 raccoons.
Oh, I get a few of those. I don't get but I am also part of Raccoon Instagram.
I feel like I think I've talked about this on this podcast before, but I feel like the majority of multiple raccoon owners, when they have, you know, they're all over the kitchen floor, is Eastern Europe, Russia. And I don't understand why. I wonder if there's just like not a law that's I'm just trying to figure out why is it such a buzzy thing over there, and then it's like the deep south here or something,
right? But is it like are like raccoons? They're like parakeets.
Oh, interesting.
You know what I mean? Like, where it's just like, this isn't a dog. It's smarter,
right?
You know what I mean? But like, because I also just you know, the American attitude towards raccoons.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
It's so
you know
complicated.
What I'm saying? So, you know, some are our friends. Some have made themselves out to be our enemies.
Right.
And it's you never know which one you're getting. I feel like maybe the Eastern European raccoons are like, hey, we're here.
Just a peaceful creature.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Give me a few Cheetos. Give me a handful of rabbit food and like
pierogi or whatever.
Oh yeah. Some pickled cabbage. Is that Eastern Europe?
Now, the rest of the podcast will be us trying to guess currencies and things that people eat in Eastern Europe. We just stop at like two
We
things.
can fill the time. Trust me. I believe.
Speaking of wildlife, I last night was eating dinner in Atwater Village and saw several mice at an outdoor situation.
Okay.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
This is a new thing in LA.
Yes. Okay, but here's my question. So, were these mice of the world or mice of the restaurant?
That's a good question. I think mice of the world.
Okay.
I think they were coming from the street for the food.
Right,
so that's, I guess, better.
Yes.
But also you think the mice from the restaurant are at least full. They're not coming for me.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
These ones are nightmare situation. But I don't know what's happening. It's
with the exploding mice population?
Yeah, exploding mice population. It's such a good string of words. I've lived here for now, I don't know, 15 years or something, and it's in the last 2 years, it's just suddenly everywhere.
Well, weirdly enough, so I know this only from living, me and my wife lived in upstate New York for a little bit as well. And with climate change, it's always climate change.
It always goes back to climate change.
mice apparently have not super intolerant, but are pretty intolerant to cold weather. So what would happen is that winter would strike, especially in the Northeast. They would all die minus like 5, and then they'd repopulate in the summer months and the warmer months. Same thing here. We'd have rain, it'd be a little bit colder, but now it's never cold enough for all of them to die, so they're just reproducing, and it's intense. Because like, here's the thing, like I don't love mice. I go out of my way not to harm them,
right?
But I'm not hanging out with mice. Rats, like you can teach a rat to do stuff.
Rats are very smart.
You know, they wear pants.
That's the one thing ever.
They do math. Like.
I would believe that. I bet they can do basic math.
They can. They at least know mazes, which I know is not math. But if someone was asked me, "Is a maze math?" I'd go, "Yeah,
it is kind of math."
Yeah. It has to be.
You would probably find both of those in like a highlights magazine or something.
Yes, exactly.
Rats can read highlights magazine.
Yeah, that is one thing we do know. So what you're seeing are a new school of winter mice. But I would add that speaks highly of the restaurant.
Oh, it's good food.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got good taste.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They love Mediterranean food. They're after hummus, this kind of thing.
That's funny. Just like walking around like a piece of couscous, a couscous, if you will. Did it ruin? Like,
yes.
It did.
The answer is yes.
Okay,
it ruined a lot of things.
Cool. Okay, no, totally fair.
It ruined dinner. It basically has ruined my week.
Okay.
It's ruined that restaurant.
Yeah.
It's ruined my friendship with that friend that I was having dinner with. It's all over.
Okay. That's, we had a mouse at our place here in Los Angeles, and I caught it. And I caught it in a plastic like shoe. It was a clear plastic shoebox.
Okay, what shoe comes in a clear plastic?
No, I just bought it off Amazon.
Shoes.
No. I just bought it off Amazon. It's like those collapsible ones that have the little.
Interesting.
And they stack whatever. But
okay, I'm getting it now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You get what?
Don't. It was important that I got.
Don't play with me.
I'm no dummy. I know plastic shoeboxes.
I get this mouse, and I'm talking to my wife Chelsea, and I'm like, "Hey, it's in here. Like, do we just let it out in the backyard? Mm-hmm. Do we like take it out to the street?" As we're having this conversation, the mouse jumps, knocks the lid open of the shoebox, then jumps again, like truly like a full 9 inches, just clears this box and then takes off into the backyard. And I was like, well, I mean, first of all, like, I gotta respect that. Like, I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
of course. It's an opportunity.
Yes, exactly.
Got on its motorcycle.
And to me, it's like when I genuinely believe this, if you break out of prison legally, should not be allowed to go look for you.
Absolutely.
Like,
it's very hard to do.
Yes, exactly.
They've made it very difficult at this point.
Yes. And it's like, you lost as law enforcement.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
You had your chance.
When you went trials and like all sentencing, like all of these things, and then someone, I don't know, with like a file and a birthday cake figured it out. I'm sorry.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
They put in the work, a lot of work.
Yes.
And they had to think it out.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Escape at Dannemora?
Oh, no, I didn't. That's the
it's
the
so
Ben
good.
Stiller.
Yes.
Rosanna Arquette?
Yes.
Patricia
Arquette and Benicio del Toro.
Oh, okay.
And
I love a
Paul
Benicio.
Dano.
I love a Benicio. Paul Dano!
And you're one of 2 people in Hollywood who hates him.
What are we like? Look, far be it for us to talk about Hollywood stuff, but here we are.
This is the Hollycast.
Yeah. If you would have made me choose, like, even if you narrowed it down to 2 choices on each end and said, like, okay, here are 2 directors. One is Quentin Tarantino and the other one is Steven Spielberg.
Mm-hmm.
And then on this side, we have actors. One is Paul Dano and one is, I don't know, Benicio del Toro.
Okay.
Which director is going to say something really terrible about one of these actors? There's no world where the combination of Quentin Tarantino and Paul Dano would have made it into my mind.
No,
it's so objectively funny because like it just doesn't make sense. But anyway,
yeah, it's the sort of thing where it's like it feels like he's like reading. You don't really picture Tarantino watching current media or like that crossing his path. So it's like something else must have happened. Like they had a run-in at a restaurant or something.
Yeah.
Because why else? That poll is so weird.
I know, but that's what makes it so funny. It would be like legitimately if me and you were talking and like suddenly you were like, I hate Rob Kardashian. Like no one is talking about.
No one
this. Like, I don't know. It really is. Look, it was terrible and it was mean and it was cruel. Now that being said, I did laugh when I first read. I was just like, "This is so crazy!" Like, and like in a world where everything is already crazy, the fact that something that crazy could still stick out, I was like, "Wow, you went for it."
Yeah, because it's just so needlessly mean.
Right? Yes, exactly.
You simply didn't have to comment on this in any way.
You know what? I think maybe it felt like something someone would do to me, and that's why. It feels like I would like someone would just be like, you know who I hate? And I was like, wow, I kind of love that this is not aimed at me in a really terrible way. Like it just like it was like bullying is. I don't want to say never funny. Sometimes it is funny, but like when someone deserves it, you're like,
of course,
yeah. But that one in particular, I was just like, oh yeah. I think it was like striking. Maybe like my giggling was like, oh, I'm like so glad this wasn't me.
Right, of course.
You know what I mean?
I hope during his next like press tour, Spielberg is like, do you know what I hated? Black Monday.
Okay, this reminds me of a story. Can I tell you a quick story?
Of course.
Okay. So, now granted, this person didn't really, they didn't know me, right? So, this was years ago. I had to host a tent sponsored by Toyota at a music festival. Okay. So it was like, here's your next band, and like you should also check out the new fully loaded Corolla.
Of course, and you should, by the way.
Right? Yes, exactly. I mean,
it's a solid
great car. You know that a Toyota Sienna, get out of town. So I'm hosting this tent. I do it for a weekend. It ends up being one of the worst weekends of my life. Like it was in New Orleans.
Okay. What festival was this?
It was called the Voodoo Festival.
Okay.
It starts like storming. They don't know if they're going to be able to like fly us out because, you know, anytime it rains there, it's Katrina. I'm eating dinner. I was eating dinner by myself. It was like 10 years ago. My now ex, but girlfriend at the time, had literally broken up with me as I was getting on the flight. So I get there. I've been dumped. I was eating dinner alone. I'm doing this sponsored tent. While I'm eating dinner, I go outside to smoke a cigarette. Someone starts hitting me with water balloons that are filled with black paint. And I was just like, get me out. I was just like, everything about New Orleans is terrible. I get why all these things keep happening, y'all. Like, I'm out. So I make it back to New York City, and I am in a pizza place called Fiore's. It's on like McDougal and Bleecker.
Okay.
And I'm telling my friends the stories of how badly this like experience was for me and how I was hosting this tent. And like every time I said something, people were like, get off the stage, right? And there's a woman in front of us in line at this pizza shop. And she goes, are you talking about Voodoo Fest? And I'm like, yeah, actually. She was like, oh my God, I had a band there. And it was just like one of the worst experiences. I was like, I know. And she goes, and the host was literally one of the unfunniest people I've ever seen. And I was like, what was your band's name? And she tells me. And I go, I was that host. And she's like, no.
What?
Confidently, she's like, no, it wasn't you. And I was like, did they play any other tents? And she's like, no. And I was like, the Toyota tent, right? She's like, yes. And I'm like, and he was wearing glasses. I was wearing contacts at the time. And I'm like, and he was wearing glasses. And she's like, yes. And I pull out my glasses. I'm like, these Warby Parker. My friends are crying, laughing. They like can't believe it. And this woman is like, it wasn't you. And I'm like, I can tell you every single detail about this interaction. And you're telling me that, like, I'm making it up. And she's like, it wasn't you. And she got mad at me because she was bullying me. Like I don't.
She's
get,
doubling down.
Yes, on the fact that it wasn't me, even though like and like here's the thing. Respectfully, you can think I'm the worst, but like you can't be like, and it wasn't you.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying.
At this point now you're denying reality.
Right. Exactly. You can be like, oh wow, I'm sorry that I'm caught. You were the worst thing to happen to me.
It's like you said that, and we know this is what you're doing.
Right, exactly.
This is the saddest, like, Superman Clark Kent situation possible.
Bridge. And the point is, always wear your glasses.
Always wear your glasses.
It was like legitimately. So I think maybe that's where the Quentin Paul Dano thing felt. It felt like
that's
Dano
a completely that
was
situation.
In a pizza shop, and someone's like, "Hey, Quentin Tarantino hates you," and it's like, "I'm sorry, what?"
Also, good for you for just like continuing to try to confirm this.
Because at this point, I'm like, you know, it's that thing where like, you know, you like. You don't just trip, but you trip so hard that you're going to cry in front of a bunch of people. So you have to get up and laugh. And everyone's like, nah, you want to cry? And you're like, nope, I want to laugh.
Tears. Yeah. Your voice is cracking.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I actually love bleeding.
That would have been the end of my life.
Yeah. Well, here's, you know, and I will say, then having to buy a $1.50 slice of pizza because you have no other money is like really the icing on the cake in a way that you're just kind of like, I know that you're not supposed to give up on a dream, but what if you? What
feels like a good out.
Yeah. What if you end up with someone's like, hey, I actually don't think you should keep pursuing this. That's what she was saying.
Yeah, anyway, of course.
Yeah. It was.
Do you remember the band?
Well, here's the thing. So because it was a band / like they were technically DJs. Like I want to say, if I remember correctly, it was
LCD sound system.
Louis the Child. If I remember correctly, okay. And if I remember correctly, it wasn't a singular person, and if it was, it's just like he had engineers or whatever.
Right,
but
right.
It was and like again, look, far be it for me to. Say that no one should have opinions about anything ever. But when it comes to me, just keep your mouth shut.
Yes.
When it comes to talking about me, keep your damn mouth shut and don't hurt my feelings.
No one hurt Yassir's feelings anymore.
That's all I ask. Like, and I mean it. Like the amount of times, like I tell my wife too constantly. Like I'm like the amount of times that like I'm just somewhere and like an insult makes it to me. I'm like, how? Like I'll just be at like Target and I'll just like overhear someone be like, oh man, like I'm glad that Yassir Lester didn't get the role. And I'm like, what? Like, are you guys following? Like, is someone paying you to be around me? Like,
it's like the opposite of PR.
Dude, yes. It truly, it's like really, it's really shocking how many times, like, especially like in 2025, I was telling Chelsea, like at New Year's Eve, I was just like, if I could change one thing, if I could have a resolution, it's just that like all the insults people have, like, I'm like the guy that like, when you're texting someone else to be like, wow, so-and-so looked terrible today, you accidentally sent it to me. Yeah. And I'm like, I mean, I didn't even know you saw me today, but thank you. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like New Year's resolution for you is be better.
But see,
there's your solution.
It's not going to happen, baby.
And you're choosing.
Like I feel like the universe is chosen for me because anytime, like, look at you, right?
Look at me.
You're swole.
I'm
swole patrol, dog. And like, if I tried that, I would shred every tendon in my body. Like, there's no lifting weights for me.
I feel like you're in really good shape.
It's all I do is walk the dogs. I have 3 dogs, and I just walk the dogs, and I only eat for 4 hours a day.
Wait, is that a fasting thing?
Yeah.
You do it for 4 hours a day?
From 4, like, every once in a while I'll get a little loose and do like 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., but it's usually 4 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Oh my God. You wake up and then go essentially all day without eating.
Yeah. Yeah.
That seems impossible to me.
Here's the thing, and I wish I could be like, no, you actually stop thinking about it. That's not true. Like, it's hell. It's hell. But you really are just kind of like, at least for me, I'm like, I can't always be eating. And that's the problem, is that if you left me alone, I would always be eating. And also, look, I don't want to be one of these anti-meds guys, but here it comes.
This is the podcast for it.
Yeah. I was on Zoloft for like 2 years, and it spiked my appetite in a way that I never thought imaginable. So when I started switching and, what's the term? Tritating or titrating? I can't remember. Switching, but like coming off one and going on another. I was like, I need to be able to like regulate this a little bit better. So,
Right.
So I was like, what better way to regulate eating by not doing it at all?
And then between 4 and 8, are you going crazy?
You want to, but like, your stomach is just so small, and like you can really only do so much eating in 4 hours. Like, I'm not like, okay, now I'm going to Mikey's Diner to eat the 4x4 cheeseburger challenge or whatever. It's like I have like a sandwich, and I'm like, all right,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have any type of treat or anything?
I have a treat. But what I've been thinking about as of late is like, do I open the window to a permanent 6 hours and then only do a treat like every 5 days?
Oh, interesting.
Because I think that is one of my problems, that like, I'm not like, I'm a sweet tooth person. I'm like, if anything with sugar is around me, I will have 10 of it. Like,
Hummingbird.
I can't. Oh, why has no one ever called me that?
I want you to become known as Hummingbird.
Yeah. Like, oh, here he comes.
Very intimidating Hummingbird.
Yeah. That hummingbird sure is ugly. I'm like, okay, wait, are you talking about me or? No, we're talking about you, for sure.
I didn't realize you guys had 3 dogs now.
Bud. So this is a little backstory. Me and Bridge, our dogs go to the same dog walker / hiker.
Yes,
Big
best.
Daddy, yeah.
Saul.
Big Daddy Saul. And I saw you repost a Saul post about, I'm not going to say your dog's name, but I saw you.
You don't want her to get kidnapped?
So I am very open with my dogs' names. Both Chelsea Devonta, my wife, and Chelsea Peretti are very anti people knowing your dog's names.
Interesting.
And it's because of kidnapping. And I was like, I don't think. And it's not. And I love my dogs so much. It's like, I think if somebody wants something out of me, like they would just jump me or hurt me or whatever. I don't think they'd be like, and then get the dog and then we're gonna, you know what I mean?
And call the dog's name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. First we're gonna find the trainer, then we're gonna, But then I'm like, I say all that, and then someone clubbed Lady Gaga's dog walker.
That's very
so like, but that's Lady Gaga.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? Like, you're getting X amount of money.
Yes,
like,
there's a pool of money.
Exactly.
There.
No one's kidnapping my dog.
That's a real gamble.
Yeah, exactly. Be like, I hope this guy's worked in the past 18 months, because otherwise this was a waste of our time.
I hope he has a decent pension.
Like, so they're very anti-dog names on podcasts, so I won't say it, but that's how I found out. And I was like, oh, look at us. Brothers.
Unbelievable.
Brothers in Bow Wow.
And the way he's, this guy's a magician.
Yes, truly.
It's so incredible.
Yeah,
he lines them up for a picture, all kinds of things.
Y'all have one?
Yes.
Okay. And so this is to the original question. You're saying that we have 3. Yes, we have 3 now. We got one 2 days after the initial COVID shutdown.
Okay.
Then, like almost a year ago exactly, we got our second dog because of the fires.
Okay.
And then this third dog we were going to foster, but it bonded so hard with our second dog that we're like,
that's
this
impossible.
Feels crazy. Yeah,
right.
Just like, I'm never gonna work again anyway. I'll just be at home. I'll take care of the dogs. It's fine. I'm a dog guy.
There's something else we probably should talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been trying to avoid the topic for a while here. Yassir. You were on the podcast years and years ago, deep pandemic.
Yes.
The time you were wearing like a mic that made you look like you were working in a call center over Zoom. It felt like I had called in to complain to somebody.
Yes.
But at the time, the podcast is called I Said No Gifts, and at the time it was early days. I can't blame you for not realizing what was going on.
Right.
We've been around for 6 years now. I assume you know what the deal is.
Yes.
So I was a little surprised when you showed up with what's clearly a gift. And I assume it's for me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have anything to say, or should I just open it here?
Okay. Now I'm gonna be real with you. I'm in a utilitarian place in my life now.
Okay.
So even getting someone flowers, like I feel like, what is the purpose behind this? Yes, love and emotion, but like, can it also be used for decoration?
Right. Can it,
you know what I mean?
cut vegetables?
Right, exactly. Yes. Will this one day become a nice potpourri?
Right. Right.
So while this is a gift, I know you, I know your lifestyle.
Mm.
I know the things that you're going through. And so this is what I find to be maybe the most useful thing for any adult to. It's a gift, but any adult to have.
I opened it's a suicide pill.
Yeah. It's collapsible Beats headphones.
Okay. Oh, I like what you're saying because I have collected a lot of things that are unusable on this podcast.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens.
Yes.
Oh, this is great. This is yes.
It's not just a screwdriver, and this is important.
It's
a ratcheting screwdriver.
I haven't heard of a ratcheting screwdriver.
So a ratcheting screwdriver is the one that clicks and then you push, click and turn, click and turn. And the reason that is important is because you can apply more force with a ratcheting screwdriver than you could with a regular
I had no idea.
Yes.
When I see this sort of thing, I just think, oh, it's just like a convenient, because it has all the different little bits.
So of course we have multiple bits, and like we got a Phillips head on there. We have 2 Phillips heads, I think. We have a few Torques. We have 2 flatheads as well. And as someone who has a house, it's just there's constantly something
needs.
There's constantly something happening, and like I also think that like I don't know if you're a power tools person.
Mildly.
This is something you keep in your kitchen drawer. You always know where it is. Click, click, clack, clack. You throw it right back in there. It's great for like I even use them to like quite literally like I'll just use the Phillips part of it. Puncture a tiny little hole in the drywall and I'll know exactly where to hang a picture. Like I genuinely cannot say enough about a ratcheting screwdriver. So that's you can use it for your car. Like just anything. They're the best.
I don't buy it. Screwdriver seems like a fad. People aren't going to get into these things.
That is so funny.
I do want to back up and just say I don't feel like you were impressed enough that I knew these were called bits.
I absolutely will.
I feel like I should get a little more credit for realizing that these are called bits.
First of all, Utah, correct?
Utah.
Okay, so there's the reason maybe I didn't seem as impressed is because like there's just a certain level of osmosis that happens when you're from a place like Utah. You can't
avoid knowing
exactly.
A screwdriver has bits.
Right, exactly. If you were like, and then these little ding dongs, I'd be like, okay, that's impossible. You're doing this for the joke. You know what I mean? No, it's like, look, and also again, I genuinely believe that once you reach a certain level of muscular, guys just start saying things to you. And so you just have to learn them. You know what I mean? And I think you're at that point where guys are just like talking to you about things. And it's like, even if you didn't want to know, you have to be like, yeah, no, for sure. Bits.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I'm at Home Depot every day, just kind of picking up new vocabulary. Exactly, me and the guys.
Wire strippers, cool.
Very cool, very cool. You've become like a very, like, let's be honest, a Tim Allen type.
You think so?
You own a truck.
Okay.
You're giving away screwdrivers as gifts. Yeah. You're puncturing holes in the drywall.
No, you know what it is? And I genuinely, it's a twofold thing. One, I'm from Georgia, and that is the osmosis of it all. So there's actually 3 things. There's that. There's very much the like. I'm not ashamed of my age. I'm okay.
He's 17 years old,
and I like to kiss. But I'm 41, and like I did not. I didn't expect as much of childhood influence to make it back into my adulthood.
Right.
In terms of just being like, oh, per the truck and all these things. I think that like, especially when you're in your early 20s, you want to reject all that stuff and be like, no, I don't like trucks. What I do like is the Criteria collection.
And tents at the Voodoo Festival.
Yes, exactly. And then one day you're like, oh, but like again, it's like I started to see the usefulness of all this stuff, and it lost the meaning of just being like redneck kids at my school having this stuff, and then being like, oh, okay, I actually need a truck because of X, Y, and Z. Mostly, my mom needs things hauled on Facebook Marketplace. It is 90. Like the amount of like me and Chelsea move so much stuff, and then the other 65% of the time is just my mom being like, there's a shelf in Santa Clarita that you need to go get by 8 a.m. And of course, thank you so much. And the last thing was COVID.
Right.
Like, I got really freaked out about, I was like, I just don't want to be caught in a situation where I don't know anything. And like, I knew enough, but I was like, it really, to actually the last time we were talking on the podcast, it was like the last time we spoke 6 years ago.
And had that big fight.
Yeah. But I was just like, I just wanted to make sure that I was, man, like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I was a bleach on the groceries. Like,
sure. I mean, there was at least a period literally everyone was.
So
then that, like, if you were in a couple, that you saw a little bit of a split and then you got back on the same page.
So, like, I was like, I don't want people in the house. And, like, so I was just, like, on the internet being like, how do I do this? How do I do that? And so, like, and also, lastly, in all seriousness, I love Tim Allen.
Well, I knew that was
yeah. I more than anything, his face.
It gets better and better.
Yeah. I'm just
gets
like,
more
what are
and
these
more
guys?
normal.
I'm like, whoa, Brad Pitt, Tim Allen, Coleman Domingo.
That's your Mount Rushmore. What is Tim Allen doing there?
Man, it's and I know you're asking as a joke, but it is interesting in the sense that, like, you're like, how did he become the guy that, like, not even us. It's not like the world is like Tim Allen. Like here's the thing, Guy Fieri. Everyone is like, that is the diner guy.
Right,
like,
totally.
All his entire life is like a jalapeno pancake. You know what I mean? Like, but Tim Allen is just like, you were honest, like, for a little bit. Like, Home Improvement was huge. I'm not
right,
but it's like you then got to just like fully adopt the personality. It's so weird. How does
love like being like man?
Yeah, exactly,
right.
exactly.
Like permanently. Yeah,
right. Like, it's not like he's not like Mike. What was it? Mike Lowe? Is that the guy from like Dirty Jobs? Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe.
Who like literally would go in and be like, "Hey, I changed a sewer."
Right.
He
when we watched you do it.
Right.
Right.
But like, I don't know. So I say all that to say that I'm literally stronger than Tim Allen, spiritually, mentally, physically.
I believe all of that.
Yeah.
You make a really good point, because he wasn't like known as like the tool man guy until that show.
Right.
And then he was an actor portraying that.
Right.
And now that's just who he is. And he's like,
it's like, if you, and like, here's the thing, you always come with a cute top. We know that. But it's like, if just from this episode, you addressing the fact that you're wearing a cute top, and then all of a sudden, your cute top Bridger, like, we'd be like, well, he has other stuff.
I would be like the opposite of Burt Kreischer.
Right. Oh my God. Whoa.
No top, cute top.
That, like, I don't know what's better. Do you play a venue before Burt, or do you come in after Burt
and remind people how you wear a shirt?
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, and now we're getting dressed.
People are so happy my shirt is not off.
Because you're the guy that should have it off.
Oh, but people are begging for it. People are begging for it. Get this guy on stage without a shirt on.
Would you do it?
Would I take my shirt off on stage?
Like, okay. How about this? What is the amount of money that you're like, I'm comfortable doing 50 dates, no shirt?
You're asking the wrong guy, because still to me, like, $40 is a lot of money.
Okay. I mean, if it's $40, then yeah. But I mean, what? 40 times 50 shows?
50 nights.
Yeah. What is that?
2 grand?
Yeah, that's not worth it. Come on. With travel?
I don't know the business the way it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Ask me in a few weeks.
Yeah.
I might need that 2 grand, and suddenly I'm all over the country driving.
I need it.
Please. What are you working on around the house? Are you constantly doing projects?
Yes. And it's also like, this is like, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's kind of, I want to say cheapskate, but again, it's also necessity. Because, we rent where we live. It's like I really try to avoid hitting up the landlord / owner of the house as much as possible. So I'm like, if I can just do this, I'll just do this.
Well, you're always on landlord's sides.
Well, that's my huge thing. It's literally why I flew to New York to vote against Zoran Mamdani. I was like, it's got to be Cuomo or the Curtis. What was his name?
I can't remember his last name.
I always want to say Siwa,
right?
But that's JoJo.
He was a character.
Yeah, but it's more like, and also it's like, look, the reality is that we do have 3 dogs, and so like, you don't want someone just popping up.
Right. That's when you're renting, you're like, you're pushing it with animals.
Right. Exactly. And like, they've been cool and all that stuff. So, I say all of that to say that it's also like I'm not gonna tear down a wall and fix the plumbing.
Sure.
But anything that I mostly can do, like if I knew plumbing, then I would have done it.
Right.
But like almost anything that happens, I take care of.
Well, it's a nightmare when there is something that feels so small and you're like, oh, if only I had paid slight attention to how to do this.
Yeah.
And then you're now paying somebody to do it. It's humiliating.
Well, a perfect example, our dishwasher. I fixed it twice.
Oh my God.
It was a nightmare. It was installed. So, and this is one of the times I called the landlord. It was installed, and then they put in a new floor. And the problem is that now the tile was too high to get it. So I had to cut out the tile. I had to get a cutout tool, cut out the tile, all the stuff. I pull it out. I completely fix it, filters, all this stuff. And then something happened where the tubing from the sink to the actual dishwasher gets messed up. First of all, you love this story. Second of all, it gets longer. I'm
going to steal the story for parties.
It gets longer and it gets more boring.
I'm taking this on the road.
Dishwasher, like just chanting, or you're like, "Do you want me to take my shirt off?"
Talk about the tube
again. The short version is I couldn't see where the tube connected.
Oh,
and so I actually did have to call someone, and the guy literally showed up within 30 seconds. Is like, it's clean. That'll be $250. And I was like, yeah, of course, it is exactly that amount of money that would have changed my life, and I've been able to save it.
Yeah, I mean, and that guy feels so powerful, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It's like mechanics where you're just like, hey, like, you just have the tools for this. Yes. Like, almost anyone can change oil if you go unscrew this, screw it back, change the filter, pour oil in. But there was just like, oh, look at this idiot. Look at this idiot who can't stop crying.
This is my problem with surgeons. But you've got the tools. Big deal.
Do you think, and I'm not saying that you could be a surgeon, but
thank you. I actually appreciate that. I think I'm that.
Well, I mean, like, no. I mean, right now, like, I don't think you just hop into surgery. But do you think there's emotionally a part of you that could have handled being a surgeon?
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Emotionally, yes. I think I could have been, but
whoa,
the grossness element, I don't think I could have handled. Just like I would have been gagging constantly. Right. You don't want to hear your surgeon gagging.
So fun. Well, I mean, I was going to say, well, if you hear them, then that's the worst part. First of all, it's like, oh my God, I'm awake.
What has happened in this?
Again, very late in life. I just got my wisdom teeth pulled like 3 or 4 months ago. What were you going to say?
No, this is so interesting to me because Jim might have to get his out, and I had mine out when I was 18.
Okay.
And late in life, and let's be honest, you're very late in life.
Yes. I mean, this might be the last. This might be the last pod.
Don't say things like that on this podcast, especially.
Oh, yeah.
You've got many podcasts to appear on.
Okay, cool.
I had mine out at 18, and you're having yours out now as an adult.
Yeah. It was. I might as well have had open heart surgery. That's how hard my body reacted to the recovery of it. Like, I mean, I was like waking up in the middle of the night, like sweating, and like Chelsea's like, "What is going on?" I'm like, "My wisdom teeth." She's like, "I'm sorry, what?" Like, again, she got hers out when she was 18, and like I kept going to the dentist, and they kept being like, yours are like, they're in mostly normal. Like, something may change, but like, you don't need to do it if you don't need to do it. I was like, fine. But then they started like, turning and whatever. So I get the surgery, the hard-hitting surgery of wisdom teeth. The dentist, when she's taking out this bottom left one, she's like, hey, if anything becomes, you'll always feel pressure. If anything becomes painful, you have to let me know. So
so you're not, they did not put you under.
Yeah, no, of course not. I think they looked at my insurance. They're like, he's going to be awake. So the first two they get out, no problem. They get to this one, this bottom left one. And I'm like, ow, like I can feel it. Something's wrong. And she goes, I think you're confusing pressure with pain. And I went, I'm not. Like, I know you just took 2 out, you know?
There are 2 people
like,
here, and
yes.
one is having the experience.
Right, exactly. So she literally goes, ugh, rolls her eyes, like numbs me or whatever. I get it out. A week later, Bridge, I'm in so much pain. Like, I'm just like having a sip of water and just like merely like cusping my lips to the glass is like too much. So I just like hit her up and I'm like, hey, can I just like come in and talk to you? And so I go back in. And I swear to God, I'm like, hey, how are you? When she walks in, she goes, I told you this would happen. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I was like, I don't know how I made you mad. Like, sincerely.
She got kicked out of her band that you opened for.
Yes, exactly. It was
that's
awful. I'm
wild
just
behavior.
now, but I'm also just now on the other side of it. And she called me, like the office called me, and they're like, so when do you want to come in for your follow-up? And I was like, never. I would rather start with someone who just is like in school.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Completely. Wow.
So I say all of that to say that I'm with you emotionally. I think I could do it. And I even think I could handle the queasiness.
Okay.
I don't think I could handle. I mean, I guess that's part of the emotion of it. I don't know if I could handle like if there's like families around, like that part really freaks me out.
Right.
Because then it's like, you know, it's us. So we have to be like Patch Adams and be like, hey. And so their leg is gone.
Was Patch Adams based on a real thing?
I believe he was.
Okay.
And I'd also argue there's no way he was as funny as Robin Williams, so they really lucked out.
Right. This guy was probably an annoying loser.
Right. Because, I mean, here's the thing. If you're a doctor dressed as a clown, get a life, first of all. Hey, buddy,
I don't want anything to do with it.
No. Figure out this hepatitis. Like, I don't. Why are your lips red?
Yeah, there's nothing about that. I want anything. I do not want a professional in my life being funny.
Right.
Or especially trying.
Dude, look, man. And it's also why, like, I don't think you can tell anyone what you actually do.
Oh, that is a trap.
You have to say you were, like, when people ask me, I'm like, I work in production.
I'm in marketing.
Yes. Oh, see, there you go.
I'm in marketing.
Yeah.
And not for fun things.
Right, yeah. It's for Pfizer.
And not the commercials.
Right, yeah.
Just have to keep fighting
the pamphlets that you see in the doctor's office.
They're very depressing. Right, yeah. Stop asking me questions. No, the moment you tell somebody, you'll be pitched television shows.
Yes.
They'll be joking.
Right.
They'll be asking you to tell them a joke.
Yeah.
Just hell. Pure hell.
Yeah.
When I first moved to LA, I moved in with a couple and their baby.
Hollywood swinging at its finest.
At its absolute.
I moved to the big city. I was with a couple and their baby.
But the first thing they asked me was to tell them a joke, and I knew it was downhill from there.
Oh, wait, you didn't know them?
No.
So it was like a Craigslist thing or something?
Yes. Literally Craigslist.
Whoa.
Can you imagine?
That is... And
how am I alive?
Legitimately insane. That is so... I would rather live with a single drug addict than a couple. And how old was the baby?
The baby was like a year old.
Oh, so you were living with a nuclear family.
Yes. I believe in the family. Traditional families.
That is so... Okay, good. Okay, so look, I don't want to switch the dynamic.
And it really feels like you're rubbing it in at this point.
Yeah, no, but just here. Okay. So, was this a guest house situation or like...
Just in there with the family. Just simply another one of the bedrooms.
Bridger, what are you talking about? So I was just like, I'm going to make dinner. That is crazy.
It was, I mean, it didn't, surprise, it didn't work out. I was out of there after like 3 months, and they were so mad that I left. But sorry, you didn't get me on a year lease. That's your fault.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you were clearly paying for that baby.
Yeah, I was absolutely paying for the baby. But like... The whole situation, they asked me to tell a joke immediately. They wanted me to pay $150 a week for groceries. So I was like, I'm going to be eating shredded wheat. Right, I'm sorry. They criticized like my diet choices when I started buying cheap groceries. But it's like, I'm living with a couple and their baby. Where do you think my money is?
I cannot Wait, what part of town was this?
Like mid-city, West Hollywood-ish.
Oh my god!
Right behind the Magnolia Bakery there on 3rd Street.
Oh, well, okay. Hidden part of town. We love that part of town.
We love that part of town.
I mean, you're near, I believe there's a volcano down there.
There is a volcano.
Yeah, I love that.
I will only live within walking distance of a volcano.
But you're talking to the king. You're talking to the king. Look, that is, here's the thing. Look, people struggle, all that stuff. I get, they're like, hey, we need a roommate, alleviate some of this. I've never heard of a family being like, and you also need to go in on groceries.
No.
That is so, to me, that's like literally like, hey, we're all putting in $10 on this one shirt. It's like very like traveling pants. Like, I'm sorry, like we have no idea how this is gonna work out.
I just met you.
$150?
Yeah, can you imagine?
Is so much money. That is so much money.
It's an enormous amount. So that brings up some questions actually. Are they putting any money in for the groceries, or am I paying for all of it? I've never even thought about that. I just kind of assumed, they're paying the other half, which is an exorbitant amount of money. But now I'm like, was I going to just be paying for all of the food?
Right. And they're just like eating shrimp.
Like,
that is. Wait. Okay. Wait. Sorry. One more question. And like. Actually, maybe it may not be comfortable answering, but how much was it per month?
I think it was like $600 a month.
Did you have your own bathroom?
Yes.
Okay.
So it was like, and I was living in a decent part of town.
Right.
And I knew literally no one in LA. Right. It was like a safe-ish seeming, like coming to LA. Yeah. Still, on paper, a very bad idea. Very bad idea.
Have you ever spoken to them ever again?
No, but one of them, I think, found me on social media at some point. I hope that they're not listeners. We'll get at least 3 bad reviews. And like followed me. I was like, I'm simply not following. Because when I gave them the month's notice, they were so pissed. They were furious with me. So I'm not going to be friends with you.
Right, yeah.
I lived with you for 3 months and then you were mean to me. Right. You made me take pictures of the apartment so you could put the apartment back on Craigslist. The only other things I remember about them were, at one point she was watching a classic movie, Jack and Jill, Adam Sandler's Jack and Jill. And somehow I was like, I must have said, how's the movie? And she said, well, it's not Shrek funny. This is like a 45-year-old woman.
Crazy.
It's like, what is your bar for comedy? This is so weird.
What year was this?
2010.
There has to be like emails. Like you have to.
Oh, I should. Names. Oh my God, I should look this up.
What if?
Oh, I haven't even thought.
What if?
I'm sure they're there. At least
they run Warner Brothers.
It's David Ellison.
It's Could you imagine? That is. I'm not that like, and I had mine wasn't super crazy, but like when I moved here, I moved from Atlanta. I was working at a restaurant. The bartender was like, hey, at this other restaurant I used to work at, one of the other guys there is moving to LA. You guys should live together. We met for 10 minutes and went, okay. And then we just got in a car and drove across the country. So it's like, that's great. He's still one of my good friends.
Right.
But like, we weren't like, hey, and also we need to put a family.
Yeah, yours is a much more normal situation.
Were you like, was there a curfew?
No, there was no curfew. I avoided them almost at all costs.
Yeah.
I think that there was really an expectation of me being kind of part of the situation, though.
Yeah.
Because I think they were like, they found it like off-putting that I was like, I'm renting a room from you. I don't want to like be the uncle.
Right, yeah.
Full House or whatever. So, God bless, I guess. The only other thing I remember is they had a massive framed poster of the band Crazy Town autographed. So there were some red flags. I mean, obviously from the very beginning, and then it was just red flag. Whoa. And worked out perfectly.
And then you moved in by yourself?
Yes, I've obviously after a situation like that.
Okay,
I simply will never have a roommate.
Yeah. Wow.
So I found something that was like, thank God, something slightly, I mean, almost the same cost. Obviously, a much smaller, less fun space.
Right.
Well, fun's not the word.
Right.
But I never had a roommate again.
Right. Did they ever invite you to stuff?
No, but they were kind of like, I think at least retired, like rave culture or something like this, or real party types.
Whoa!
They seemed like they're the sort of person that you would run into who's a promoter,
right?
Or, where you're like, so you don't do anything,
right? Yeah.
And there was just like, they were both very tan. There was something about them that was like, what was happening to you in the 90s?
Was there an interview process?
Barely. I remember talking to one of them still in Utah on my cell phone in a Walmart, just like figuring it out.
This is, because here's the thing, is like that part of the story is like magnificent. That sounds exactly like what should be happening. It's just like I spoke to strangers at a cell phone at a Walmart in Utah, and I ended up living with them. That part I'm all for. The part that gets me is like, and now meet our family. It's like so.
Also, like, are they on the other side telling their friends, we once lived with a man we met from Utah. We let a drifter into our house. And
but no, because here's the thing. I'm assuming you didn't put up the ad being like, any families want to take in a cool guy?
I'm looking to kill somebody.
Like, what? When you... Okay. I'll ask more questions later. This is crazy. I don't want to waste your time. That is... Yeah, that's a fun one.
It was a big swing for me.
Yeah.
And thank God it works out, because that could have also... Like, the fact that I found another place is like, I'm surprised I didn't just move back to Utah.
Yes! What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, that didn't work out. I'm going home.
Yeah, like, only people in LA are weird families.
Yeah, I think it just speaks to how strong of a person I am.
No, I mean, truly,
very resilient.
Truly. I mean, again, like the muscles, man. You don't want to talk about it, but I want to talk about it.
Listener, you have no idea the things he said to me off my body. It's disgusting.
Yeah. But you do what you got to do for your friends.
Well, is there anything left to say about the screwdriver? I'm so excited about this. This will go under my sink, obviously.
Yes, like literally, all I can say that the only new thing I can say about it is that just don't take it for granted. Because people start losing bits.
Oh, yeah, of course. And then it's like, well, this thing's almost worthless.
Right, exactly. Right. But don't do that.
I have a question for you as a handy person. My water bottle is now screwed too tight, and I can't even, like, I'll put it between my legs and try to unscrew it.
Okay.
How am I going to get this thing open?
Okay, so there's a few things you could do. I'm assuming you don't have a vise, which would be the easiest.
Right.
There's what's called a strap wrench.
Okay.
Or you could also just use like a leather belt. But what you want to do is put that around. Okay. Make it tight. There's enough friction usually that you can just, as long as you're holding it with something that also has friction.
Right.
Just kind of.
Okay. Well, I own one of those things.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
There you go. It's the same thing they use for oil filters in your car when they can't get them off.
A leather belt?
Strap wrench, but
a strap wrench.
The home remedy version, if you don't have one, is just a leather.
What does a strap wrench look like?
It looks like a handle, and then looks like a rubber belt attached to it.
Oh, almost like the thing the dog catcher uses.
Yes, exactly. And then you pull the rubber strap through it, and you get enough tension on it, and then you just start pushing the other way.
Wow, this is great to know. Yeah. This is very good information. Thank God we recorded today. So the rest of this conversation has been worthless.
And now you have your water bottle.
Well, we should play a game.
Yes.
I need a number between 1 and 10 from you.
5. Okay,
I have to do some light calculating to get our game pieces. Okay. So right now you can promote, recommend, do whatever you want.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Our film The Gutter is still streaming on Hulu. Written by me, co-directed by me and my brother Yassir Lester. Starring Shamik Moore, Darcy Carden, Susan Sarandon, Paul Reiser, Jay Ellis, Langston Kerman, Adam Brody, Paul Scheer, Adam Pally, Monique Gall. God, who else is in this movie? It's names galore. My wife Chelsea Devontes, Aaron Dewey Lennox.
Start naming extras.
Okay. My cousin Mike.
That's what hooks people. Okay, fine, I'll watch this.
Okay, his cousin.
I didn't know Mike was involved.
Yeah. It's a fun, stupid bowling comedy, and you should watch it.
Everybody, please go watch that. Yeah. Watch something that has to do with comedy that's funny.
Right.
We're begging you.
Please.
We're on our knees begging you. Yeah. Okay, this this is how we play Gift.
Rel Battle, sorry.
Oh, good for
Rel
you.
Battle. Yes. Jack A. Harry, Kim Field, sorry.
One unbelievable cast.
Yeah,
it's so crazy.
Pretty crazy. Yeah.
Everyone go watch it.
Yeah.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Okay. Hulu's got it all.
Yeah. We love
Okay, I'm going to name 3 things. You're going to tell me if they're a gift or a curse and why.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you if you're right or wrong because there are correct answers.
Okay. Interesting.
All right, so be very careful.
Yes.
All right, this first one is from a listener named Colin. Gift or a curse, a very chatty mail carrier.
Oh, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say that's a gift. And the reason I say it's as a gift is because anyone in particular that service, not just like restaurants, people talk to you because, you know, the server talks to you because they want a bigger tip. There's kind of there's no end game for a mail carrier to want to talk to you other than like they are nice and kind, and because of that they want to reciprocate your niceness and kindness, and they always make sure not only are your packages on time but they hide them for you. Especially if you got porch pirates. So I say it's a gift.
Correct. Gift.
Yeah.
I can't say anything else
That would be so crazy.
I mean, well, this would be the podcast. No, I love it. First of all, I love to see the mail carrier because I feel like we're on such opposite schedules. It almost feels like seeing a unicorn or something.
It's
like,
very
wow,
interesting.
there's the person. They never talk to me, which, I think I just have a deeply off-putting personality.
Okay.
Nobody who does any type of service wants anything to do with me or a conversation. So the idea of someone even like answering, how are you doing, melts my heart.
Right.
Also, like these, I'm sure they're full of gossip. They know the neighborhood.
Yeah.
These people really are on the ground snooping on your neighbors. They're seeing their mail.
Yes.
Ask them about your neighbors.
Yeah. Oh, see,
get into it.
I'm in a precarious situation. I'm in a very, very suburban area where like talk about a gift and a curse is that like because of where I am, it's a beautiful place, but I'm also, and you know me, so this is gonna sound crazy, I'm also the most dangerous person on my street. So like people like see me walking the dogs, they're like, there he is, the bad boy.
There he goes again. Everybody lock your door.
Exactly,
Most dangerous man in Los Angeles.
So whereas I want to ask that gossip, I'm afraid, again, I get back into my Quentin Tarantino situation. And it's like, oh no, everyone hates you. And I'm like, okay, thank you.
I'm throwing away a lot of hate mail.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Just trying to protect you. All right. Okay, you've gotten one right so far.
Yeah.
This next one is from a listener named Addie. Okay. Gift or a curse, baby up in this bitch car stickers.
I'm going full curse. And I love babies and I love children, but I don't think babies and children can be cool in the ways that adults project coolness onto them. Like, you know, when you see like a baby like in like Warby Parkers,
an AC/DC t-shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, you know, like a Nike jogger tech sweatsuit. You're like, what is like that? No kid should be wearing that. You know what I mean? And so like when you do a license, or not a license plate, like a bumper sticker or whatever like that, that still reads to me as you projecting that like this is either a cool kid or that you think you're so cool about your, I don't know, Hyundai Sonata that like it's just like so like I also think I'm just very anti a thing on your car that is not We Are Charlie Kirk. I think you have that. I think you have We Are Charlie Kirk.
That's your one option.
Yeah. You know, but that's just me.
Well, we know that. We assumed that.
Yeah.
Correct. Curse.
Yeah.
I used to even be against the like baby in car or whatever. And then I realized that those are kind of like they actually have a purpose where it's like for emergency things or whatever. At some point I thought people were just like bragging about carrying a baby around.
That is a cynical take. I gotta say this. Look at this idiot just bragging that they have a baby. It's like so funny to me.
No, it's a real thing. But yeah, this you nail it. Like, no, you're not cool. You made the dorky choice to be a parent. Own it.
Yes,
you're a nerd.
Exactly.
And now your child is going to be a bigger nerd because you're trying to be cool.
Right. Exactly.
Your child is not into Prince. Your child doesn't love David Bowie.
Dude.
They're 3 years old.
Like the idea of like a 3-year-old listening to Darling Nikki and being like, all right. This is Ziggy Stardust. All right. They're like, they want to eat candy. use the bathroom all themselves, and then go to sleep.
And listen to the most irritating music you can possibly imagine.
Right.
Anyone who knows a child knows that they want to listen to the worst music ever created.
It's just a series of like bells,
like a xylophone over and over.
Yes, exactly. That's it's like that sticker is the same reason why they do like minivan commercials, but like the song they use is like "Riding Dirty," which is like it drives me. I'm like, stop.
The insecurity showing there is so embarrassing.
And it's also like, by the way, minivans. Great cars.
Excellent cars.
All-wheel drive,
right.
Tons of space, safe.
You made the earnest decision to have a family. Good for you.
That's okay.
Who cares?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Or buy a Yukon and be that person. Yeah. But anyway, I digress.
All right, you've gotten 2 right so far. Yes. This final one is from a listener named Brandon. Gift or a curse, showers with only half a shower door.
Oh my God. It's crazy that would even come as anything other than a curse. I mean it sincerely. Like, before the world fell apart, every once in a while you're like, I have X amount of money in my account and I have to go on a trip. I'm going to splurge a little bit. And you go to one of these hotels. The most notorious one is the W Hotel. Mm-hmm. I had seen it. This is so pitiful, by the way. I only knew what the W Hotel was because I had seen an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where they like do an event at the W Hotel. Right. So I was like going to like Dallas, by the way, and I was like, same hotel. It's got to be the same hotel. I go. I sincerely mean it. I think not only is it maybe the wildest imposition you can put on a guest, but I'm like, what's the money play here? Like, is getting a second pane of glass destroying the profitability of this hotel? The floor is soaked. You get like it becomes that it goes from I'm taking a shower to now my entire bathroom is taking a shower. Mm-hmm. It drives me crazy. Curse. For me, curse.
You win the game. You win the game. You get all 3.
Thank you.
These are a curse. And there's a chance I may have talked about this on this podcast before, but I feel like, like people like Gen X or whatever got a lot of shit for the sinks that are essentially a punch bowl on top of a cabinet.
Right, yeah.
I think millennials, we've created this half shower door. This is our, the thing that we would just have to live with, the curse we put on the earth. An absolutely worthless invention.
Yeah.
Like you understand for about 3 seconds, it's supposed to look cool. And then you realize like, well, this is supposed to be a practical thing I'm doing.
Right, exactly.
This is, so this is just now leading to all sorts of problems so it looks a little bit more like an Apple store. Yes. I don't care. Give me a full door.
Exactly.
Give me a curtain at least.
Yeah. And I'm also like, and far be it from me, but I'm like, if I'm a woman, the last thing I want to do is be in a hotel room by myself in some strange city and be like, I wonder how much access someone could have to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like it genuinely, there might as well not be any glass, sincerely, because it's not doing the thing that, anyway.
I want to see a remake of Psycho with the half shower door.
He walks in, he's like, I'm sorry.
You were only supposed to see a silhouette. Right, yeah. You did it again, Norman. And speaking of the no shower door, when we were living in New York, we had a sublet in Williamsburg for like a month, and it was like a very nice, like the owner had really like done it up to look nice. Yeah. She had elected to have literally no shower door. She's like, I'm going to have the most minimalist bathroom alive. She literally had a mop in there because it doesn't work. It's like the water is all over the floor.
I'm sorry. And then so it was like, okay, I just showered. Now I'm going to mop.
Yeah. Literally mops because the whole bathroom's the shower.
Okay, wait, sorry. Is this like a floppy restaurant mop, or is it one of the push?
The push that you squeeze out.
Yes, okay.
I would love one of those big stinky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just like flop would be so fun. That's crazy.
Yeah. Needless to say, she was terrible.
Right.
And
we hate her.
We hate her.
We wish she was dead.
Okay, well, you won the game. Will you help me answer a listener question?
Yeah.
All right. I should mention people are writing in to iSaidNoGifts@gmail.com, or they're sending voice notes. Those have to be under 60 seconds. Do what you need to do with your computer or your phone. I don't care. Okay, this says, "Hi, Bridger and esteemed guest." That's nice.
Yeah.
About a year ago, a friend of mine was invited to a wedding that was called off a week beforehand. It was called off too late to get a refund, so they are still in debt from the first wedding. They never returned their gifts. This year, the same couple has reconciled and is planning a destination wedding. The couple is acting like the first wedding plan never happened. She had another bachelorette party, they redid their engagement photos, etc. I know people go to second weddings all the time, but not usually when it's the same people. What do you think is the gift obligation here? Does my friend need to get another gift? Thanks. Love the pod. Okay. Butter me up. Emily. This is the worst couple that's ever lived.
I mean it sincerely. Luigi Mangione should be free, and he should be able to. He gets one more, and it's this couple. Allegedly. That is, and I like. There's too much, and I'm gonna. Maybe this is. I don't consider it a controversial take. I don't think we should allow or have to celebrate the pomp and circumstance of weddings anymore.
Absolutely not.
I think we're like, look, there's no like cattle involved. Like the fact that like you can watch any TV show that's ever been made on your phone, to me, negates the fact that like weddings are cool.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
We've
like,
evolved.
It's just not, yes. So first of all, that on its own is like its own island. Secondly, the idea that this couple, like, I don't even like it when like people argue in front of me and then I see them next time and like things are fine.
Right.
So the idea that like they split up,
literally everyone knows.
Yeah.
Everyone got an email. We broke up.
That is, and then because there's also the thing when people break up, like, or split, whatever. Like one, you're gonna end up talking bad about one of them
at some point for at least a small, like,
There's
drunken
the
night or
window.
something.
There's the window,
yes.
And then when they get back together, it's like, okay, I really hope you don't. Hey, just make sure you don't say the thing that I said. That was because you were mad. I actually don't feel that way. So you're dealing with that, and then this idea that like you would even, and I hopefully they're being presumptuous in thinking that this couple wants gifts, but like if they're asking for also a destination now,
the
like,
escalation to a
so that is demonic.
To begin with, the destination wedding is too much.
Yes, exactly.
To have the second try, you have to work to break these people up.
Yeah.
This is like a Hangover sequel or something where it's like now we have to break up the couple or something. So you have a ticking clock.
Yeah.
You should not be. Do not ask me to a destination wedding. I'm not using my vacation money on your essentially birthday party.
But sorry, keep going. Sorry.
That is the most presumptuous thing you could possibly do is say, okay, now everyone, we're going to like a perfectly fine vacation spot. And most of it will be spent in weird social situations.
Yeah. It's like, hey, where's a place you've never wanted to go? That's where we're going. And guess what? You will have zero time to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, cool. What? Then what's the plus? Is like you get to watch people talk to each other.
And you get to pay for it.
Yeah.
Don't forget you get to pay for it. You like doing that, don't you? Oh, and you have to take time off of work. That's fun.
Man, that is listener, if you're listening, I know you are. I would say not only do not feel obligated to get a gift, I think you should go full like Jared Leto Suicide Squad, like mail them like dead animals and be like, I'm a crazy Joker guy. Really be mad, like really be bad about
They've
it.
They've opened the door, and you don't want to go to this thing anyway.
No, that's because but and then here's and I'll leave you, but like
I'm kicking you under the table.
But what world? Like what? I guess like how unaware are you that like you're like the second time to the first person is a destination wedding. Like that is
Right.
it's like literally it's like kind of making me anxious. Like I'm like, oh my God. Like if I was friends with someone like that, I'd be like, oh, something's wrong.
Right. You like need to work. There's something you need to work through before you get married to anybody.
Yeah. They're like, and we're pregnant.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're making like dangerous life choices at this point.
Yeah.
And it's risky behavior.
Yes. That is man. I look, all power to them. Maybe we're looking at it negatively and it's a test. Maybe
interesting.
They're like, if these people don't come to our second,
that's how you prove you're a real friend. Is you don't show up to this thing, and that you do write into podcasts about us.
Yes.
And then we're like, we know we can keep you around.
Right. Yeah.
Talk about the Joker. These people are screwed up.
Yeah, they're loco.
This is literally Jared Leto's wedding.
Oh God. I don't want to. Is that slander or libel?
We don't know that he's done any of these things.
Right.
We're just thinking really about his character, the Joker.
Right. Yeah.
The Joker
and
would marry
also him in real life. Who's a scumbag? Who's a filthy scumbag?
Disney loves him. Put him in another Tron.
I know. Anyway.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, Emily, we answered your question perfectly. Do not write back in.
Oh, that is so funny.
Yes, I have a practical object. Thank God.
Yeah.
Every 1 in 100 is something I can implement in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy to have it.
Like, here's the thing. That one, by the way, you're using, for those of you not being able to see Bridger, he's got a MacBook out in front of him. That one has the Torx bits, so you can actually use it to open your MacBook.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, and what would I do in there?
Look,
spread peanut butter around.
Just put a bomb inside.
I feel like this isn't getting enough loose hair in it.
Yeah.
Dust.
But no, just look.
Upgrade my RAM.
If you ever needed to look, because also, I don't want to go into the nerd stuff. Anyway, you could open it if you needed to.
That's good to know.
Yeah,
that's very good to know.
Yeah.
Well, I've had obviously a lovely time with you. I'm so glad you could come.
Are you kidding me? This was just everything we wanted.
This is what we've both been begging each other for since the day we met. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Listener, the podcast is over. A reminder to send in the voice notes or the emails to isaidnogifts@gmail.com. Keep them under 60 seconds if it's a voice note. Record it not in a tornado. And I think that's it. The podcast is really coming to a screeching halt. I love you. Goodbye.